play to go on third down.
Here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And it's hauled in by Ben Watson. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. It's a 47-yard field goal try from here, but instead they're going to opt to go for it on fourth down. They'll set up a throw. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. The Broncos unable to convert here on fourth. So back to live action. Let's see what this offense can do here on this play. Here comes the Broncos offensive unit here as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. They run it again with Anderson. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. And give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be third and about the length of the football.
Well, so far, this game has gone the way the defensive coordinator had hoped. They've dictated things. They've not let him run the ball very well at all. They gave up a nice game there. I doubt it'll back off their confidence. They've played so well throughout this entire game. I always appreciate runners who understand situations. That was just 3rd and inches. No reason to dance around in the backfield and try and break off a bigger play. Just go pick up the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. It's a gain of 7, and it'll bring up a second down.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helped to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a third and about 3 to go. And they're going to speed things up here. On play action, they'll throw. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Adrian Claiborne in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result?
Sack.
Quarterback gets hit.
Play clock winding down. And he gets it away. A directional kick going toward the sideline. So here's the Bills offense now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance to turn that into... All right, the offense back out there now. Let's see what they can put together. In the backfield is Anderson. He's going to get the football. And he powers his way up past the 30. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front. They moved them and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down.
Let's go.
Now Anderson running right. And some room to roam now. He's at the 40. Past the 20, 10, 5, and all the way home for a Broncos score. C.J. Anderson, his 21st touchdown. All right, the offense back on the field here. Let's see what they can do on this play. They come out here in the eye. They start the drive with Anderson, and he'll get this one up to the 26. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. It gets it over the middle to Cobb. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 yards there on the catch and run. Here's Anderson. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Second down following the run. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is going to lose yardage here. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Partner, I think there's a lesson there. Some days you're just having a really tough time, and for the defense, today has been that day. But after that play, what do you learn? You can still make plays even when the other guy's having success against you.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Caught by Cobb. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he's got Fitzgerald. It's a 4-yard pickup, and they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down.
I remember in pregame when we were talking to him on the field, and he took his gloves off and showed us his fingers. A few misshapen ones in there, and now we know why, trying to catch those types of bullets.
That was a dart. Yeah, even for a talented receiver, those are tough to hang on to. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Well, Brandon, he's had a great day, and sometimes that just happens. It is the NFL. They will make some plays against you.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Gotta give some credit. They're able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and get some type of a pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
Caught left side by Cobb. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Over the middle, open is Thomas. And he's brought down after a good gain. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They come up on a 1st and goal with this game still hanging in the balance. From the 4-yard line, it's 1st, and he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. C.J. Anderson. So back to live action. Let's see what this offense can do here on this play. Back to throw. And Watson has it right side. A gain of 4 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the 1st tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Ben Watson was the intended target, the tight end. And that'll make it 3rd down.
Well, that plays a statistic that's going to go on the defensive team stat sheet. Won't necessarily reflect in ours, right, the overall game sheet. But you and I know that they keep count on pressures, hits on quarterbacks, all those things, hoping to increase that throughout the game. And here we are in the 4th quarter, and they got a big one.
And such a close game, a very big one. And all the way down to the 29. A huge play there for Denver. 42 yards. And quickly, they get to the line. Back to throw. It gets Gets it over the middle to Cobb. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 yards on the pickup, and it'll be first down Denver.
Detroit!
He's back to throw. That is caught at the 7-yard line. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up first and goal. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry up. They'll look to throw. His pass caught at the 4. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. They pitch it out to Anderson. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
And I know it's hard in live action, but you've got to keep your hands away from the face. That's a 15-yard penalty.
You work on it all the time, making sure your target area is lower and trying to keep your hands away from the face mask so you don't get the big penalty.
First and goal at the 3-yard line now. Another tote here for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Anderson. He lost 6 there on the first down play.
So while the offense has had a big day, no one on that side of the ball is excited about seeing a loss like that. Their goal, to make
And now the Bills are going to stop it as they call the timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Now Justin Tucker's out to try the field goal. With 2 seconds left in regulation, this to force overtime. And his kick is good. And in the fourth quarter, this game is tied. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins.
All right, the offense back out there now. Let's see what they can put together. They run. Anderson. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Oftentimes when a guy has a game like this, he's going to take his offensive line out to dinner afterwards. But after a play like that, he may tell them, instead of getting the steaks, guys, we might have to go for the hot dogs.
Back to throw. Caught on the left side, Fitzgerald. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 1. So they're able to connect and beat the man coverage.
Nice job between the two of them. One getting downfield, the other one delivering.
On 3rd and short, it's Dixon. It's a foot race. Kenneth Dixon, the 20, 10. And he is in for the score. And it is absolute stunned silence here as they win it on the road in overtime. Well, you never know what you're going to expect when you come to the stadium to call a game. Sometimes you get good ones. Sometimes you get bad ones. Sometimes you get great ones. And that's what we had here. What an exciting finish on that last big play.
And I think that as we look at it, when you're talking about a great finish, which went along with a game that obviously was dramatic because we did get into overtime, what type of play calls do you have left? What have you not shown, or what have you made an adjustment to what you've worked out all the way through that's going to give you the play we saw to win the game? Because I know everyone's thinking that that was something that they just drew up. It might have been something they've been working on, and now they got the right matchup.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we